Hello, I'm Kevin Berger. The Cathedral of St. Paul is one of the state's best-known landmarks. And for pipe organ lovers, the cathedral is an absolute treasure with not one, but two Skinner instruments. Both masterpieces are undergoing a major renovation, and here with details is the cathedral's Director of Music, Robert Ridgell. Robert, welcome to Newsmakers.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Tell me about what is going on with the two pipe organs at the cathedral.
Absolutely. We have two instruments from E.M. Skinner made out of Boston, one from 1927 and the other from the 1960s. Both, of course, have aged, and with dirt and soot and candle wax, everything you could imagine in a cathedral, they've aged to the point that we've needed to restore them. So they've been cleaned, and all of these intricate parts have been hand washed, and a new organ case is being built. It's going to be beautiful, and the fact is that the organ is used so much throughout the year that it will be welcoming to have them back.
Now, you have been in the process of raising money. How is that going?
That's correct. So far, terrifically well, but we are still in need of $400,000 to finish the project. And so, of course, if anyone is interested, the Cathedral Heritage Foundation, which helps for the cathedral's grounds and for maintenance and for persevering through the times and ages, that would be the place to look for donations.
Now, if somebody hasn't had the pleasure of hearing that unmistakable, it's just such a full sound, can you describe it? You actually can play these organs.
That's correct. You know, when you're an organist and you're playing, it's like sitting in an airplane cockpit. You have stops that you pull and sounds. It's an orchestra at one's fingertips, really. The organ can be purring like a kitten at times, and soft and reflective and devotional, but can also be very loud and sustaining, fanfare type of instrument.
And it's kind of an aerobic activity for the organist, isn't it?
That's correct.
Hands, feet.
Everything. Sometimes when you're directing a choir, your hands are up in the air. Sometimes they're playing, your feet are playing. It's a wonderful cardio exercise.
You mentioned choirs. Tell me about your work with the choirs at the cathedral.
That's right. We have 4 choirs, an adult choir program and a youth choir program. The youth choir program is a new initiative, and they're youth from all over the Twin Cities that come together and sing. And so we're really fortunate to have them at the height of music making. And of course, in a day and age in which, funding for arts programs and schools are not at the best, we're able to pick up the tab a little bit and teach children how to sing.
Now, singing, of course, is universal, but with the organ, are there people who think that is really a throwback to the past? Why it's an antiquated way of making music when a computer can make music today?
That's very true. The one wonderful thing about a pipe organ is that it uses real air and real metal and real wood, so it's an authentic sound, which is nice. However, organs and composers, of course, we know are from the ages, from Mozart to Bach, and the fact is, too, is that we have organs which are in jazz clubs, which are used for baseball games. It is, and even, of course, back in the 20s, for movies. So, we really see, I think, that the organ can be used to help create beauty and create moments in people's lives that we will remember always.
Now, you are new to St. Paul, to the cathedral. Can you give me a brief little bit sketch of your background?
Absolutely. For the past 6 years, I lived in New York City, where I was the music director at Trinity Wall Street, and I helped create a revitalized program in Lower Manhattan after 9/11. So it's really a blessing, of course, to be here in the Twin Cities and this wonderful arts and cultural community.
And I know you encourage people to come and enjoy the music.
Absolutely. We have concerts. We have lots of programs for everyone. John Ireland built the cathedral as a house of prayer for all people, but it's open any time for people to come in and create beauty in music. After all, that's one thing I think that certainly redeems the world.
Thank you so much for joining us here today, and best of luck with the restoration and your work at the cathedral. And you can find out much more about the Cathedral of St. Paul's Organ Restoration Project and complete details of the many programs and services at the cathedral by visiting their website at cathedralstpaul.org. And that is it for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Kevin Berger. Thanks for watching.